Hi everyone, welcome. It's Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, so it's time for Stamping with Denise. I hope you all are having a great start to your week. Thank you for joining me tonight. Let's see, what do I want to start with? First things first, there will be no video next week. On Wednesday, I leave to go to North Carolina for the big Stampin' Up! Event. They call it On Stage. I won't be getting home till late on Sunday, so I probably am going to have other stuff to catch up on, so I'm not even going to try to do a video for next week. But then I will be back. So that's the 16th. I will be back then on the 23rd. So first things first. Okay. So, if you're new here, welcome. What we do is each week I share a project with you. I show you how to make it. I give you the cutting instructions and the products that I use. If you like my video, please share my video, comment, share down in the comments, and then everyone who does that, I enter their name in a drawing, and I draw one person and they get the project that I will work on tonight. Last week I showed you this super cute birthday card that I made. I ended up liking this enough that I'm making a bunch of these in this style for swaps to take with me to On Stage. I thought it was a pretty cute little card. So anyway, because she shared my video, she commented, shared, and I drew her name. Barbara Smith is going to get this card. So Barbara, I will get that out to you here probably tomorrow. It'll get out before I leave on my trip, so you'll have it. Thank you again. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel, and once you do, click that little blue bell and you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, which is usually on Monday evenings. Okay, so tonight I have a fun, different, I guess you call it a fun fold. It's just a different kind of a layout for a card, and I thought that it was pretty interesting, so I thought I'd share it with you. So I'm going to switch my view to my hands and we're going to get started here. Okay, so I don't know if you all saw some of the new online exclusives, and one of them was the everyday arches. There's 10 different arches, and the largest arch is pretty much equivalent to the front mat of like a one of our cards. So 5 1/4 by 4 would cut out the largest one, and then they go down to really small. Let's see, this one here is about 1 inch by 2.5 inches. So there's a lot of great versatility here, and I have some fun plans for this. But the card that I saw that I thought was really interesting, and I thought I'd show you how it was put together, was this one, using the largest of the arches, okay? That was really, really pretty interesting. Not too hard to do, a lot simpler than it looks. So, and then I'll show you how I applied this blue here, because this is all one die cut. So we're using these dies. These are the Everyday Arches dies, and then we're going to use this bundle, the Sentimental Park, for our words and our dies. So using this, I cut out a label, and I'm going to show you how to use our adhesive sheet and put, so you can cut this out again and accent it with a different color. So we will get to that, but let's get to putting the bones. Oh, this bundle's been around it's in its second catalog, so I could almost bet money that this one's retiring. So if you like this one, I wouldn't wait to get it. Here's my website. Here is my host code. So I would bet money this one is going to be going away. So if you want it, don't wait. Okay. So what we do, I'll show you here. Oh, and I am using the Mediterranean Blooms Designer Series paper, but I'm using the back. See, these sides have all all these citrus fruits, pretty much lemons, I think. What are those, oranges? Okay. But the back are all shades of blue. Some great blues. So, balmy blue, boho blue. I'm looking for the blue colors. Kind of navy. Those are the blues. So, I thought this one, again, using the blues, would be a nice way to make it. It's not inherently female or male. Well, you get what I mean. So anyway, let me show you what I've done. So we have to cut out one of the largest arches for the front out of the Designer Series paper. Here's a coordinating piece of Designer Series paper for the inside. This is this piece here. And then we have 3 of these. These will be the back, okay? So I'm going to show you how to put this together. Okay, it starts here. This is a piece of Whisper White cardstock. This is 11 inches by, let me double check, 2.5, yes. And we are going to score this. Let me get my trimmer here. And we are going to, let me get my blade out of here because I have to tell you, when I was doing my first one, I cut it. I do it about every 3rd or 4th project. 3 7/8. There's 3/4, so that's 7/8. So I have my scoring blade right there. And then the next one is at 7 3/4, okay? So this is going to be the mechanism that holds the 3 sections together to fold, okay? So we're going to fold this here in an accordion. Okay. I'm going to keep it folded up so it doesn't take up so much room. Where's my bone folder here? Fold this over like this. I want to make a real crisp fold here. And so let's see, are we there? Yep, we are there. So you can see we're, okay, there you are. And we are going to start in the middle because you know what? I ended up with a problem with my pieces being too close together and they kind of got, had to kind of force it to fold up so the blue pieces kind of wrinkled and buckled against each other. But we're going to start with the center. I think that's a good place to start. Okay, actually we only need this one. And you'll see it fits right on it. Okay. I'm gonna try it this time. Now what I did is I lined this bottom up and I glued it on, adhered it on, okay? So we're gonna do that first. This might be a card you might want to use. Oh, I got that a little bit too far over. I don't want that adhesive that far on the fold. You might want to use one of your stronger adhesives. Okay. So let's see. I don't quite like that. I'm going to move it over just a little bit. Let's see if I can get it off here. Hang on. I think I should have moved I'm following somebody else's measurements, and I think I should have moved the score line over a little bit, like add another 1/8 of an inch. So this one, because this one folds in, I want to give this a little extra room. I'm going to put this right here. Hold on here, I'm trying to see it. There we go. We're going to kind of go with what Okay, so far that folds better, but you can see how it kind of hangs off. So yeah, I would probably adjust these folds just a little bit, and I meant to do that and I didn't. So I'm just going to adjust my placement of them. Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on right here. I thought I was gonna do the back on them, but I decided to do this way. So for the back, I've used Boho Blue, and that is one of our retiring colors. If that's a color that you like, I strongly encourage you to stock up, because I'm sure it will sell out here. Okay. There we go. I'm going to make that. Now, what we want to do, because this is here and we don't want to do our stamping after we've attached it, although it'll probably be okay. We're going to do that first. Okay. And so I've used Night of Navy for the outline on the inside. You can see it right there. Let's get this here. This is Night of Navy. I would certainly do any other stamping you wanted to do on this piece here before you attach it, just because if you're stamping over the part where that is, it might be a little bit you know, make it bumpy and you won't get a good. Let me make sure I can get this lined up really well. Yep, there we go. And let's see if I can get this here. Let's keep our fingers crossed. This is Boho Blue. Whoops. And there we go. Fingers crossed. Pretty good. Not perfect. That one's better, but you know what? It's okay. It looks okay. We will leave it. We're going to need that Boho Blue again. Let me put this over here. And now I'm going to attach this one right here. I want to make sure I've got enough room. So it's going to hang over. So this is not going to lay quite as nice, but it'll fold nice. Let's make sure. Yeah, I think that's. And don't worry, that's going to be covered up, so we're not going to have any. We're not going to see any of the yellows and oranges and greens there. Hang. Okay. Okay, now we're going to put these back on. Let's see how this is going to lay. Okay, so we're going to put, again, I'm going to start in the middle. Let's see. If I put that, it's going to have to be there. Is that going to fold over? Let's see. I think that will work. Okay. Okay, we're gonna line this up right here. I wonder, that does, you know what, that's kind of off. I'm going to have to, I think, trim it up. And like I said, if you do this, adjust do your math. I had meant to do it and I totally forgot, and the day got away from me. I'm going to just take a little trim of this here. The easier thing would have been to, like I said, adjust my score. Just by like 1/8 of an inch. That being said, this is the back. Okay, So there we go. Let's see, is that gonna be better? There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna get my trash out of the way. And sometimes when you're doing one like this, you do have to do it a couple of times so you can find the best way to do it. I'm so excited to see what Stampin' Up! Has in store for us in the new catalog. What great new stamp sets and things like that. Let's put that one right there. Like I said, I'm going to have to finagle it a little bit. But I would move this one just like 1/8 of an inch over the score line. Okay, there we go. There we are. So there's our card. Now all we have to do is decorate it. We're going to do this. Okay, so I've done the majority of the die cutting already. So you can see I've already cut one of these out of here. Okay. Let's see, it goes like that. But, you know, I needed more color on it because that kind of just blended and didn't go anywhere nice. So what I did was took a piece of Night and Navy scrap here, have a piece of adhesive sheet here, and this is, you know, you just figure out, let's see, this one's the big one, so I got to do the littler one. Just figure out how big a piece you need. You know, adhesive sheet is great because it makes it like a sticker. So let me put it this way. Perfect. Turn this up. I like to, when I'm cutting my adhesive sheets, usually make it just a little bit smaller than my cardstock so that it doesn't hang off the end and get everything all sticky. Okay, so this will go over here. But it comes in these, you get 12 6 by 12 inch sheets of this, and it lasts a long time unless you do a lot of cards. So then what I'm going to do, I already have this one. I'll be honest, I was not going to have this already cut out, but when I was making this card, I cut it out and I lost it. I couldn't find it anywhere, and then it popped up. It was stuck under something. So I had to, okay, this one's that one, so I have to cut this one out right here. I've got my mini machine, my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Love this thing. It's awesome. And I just make sure that for the, you know, the most of my cardstock is covered with sticker sheets, so it's okay. So I'm going to run this through. Now, when you do use sticker sheet on this, sometimes it's advisable to run it through. I like to, you know, run it through one way and then turn it 90 degrees and run it through the other. Well, that's on my big machine. On my little machine, I can't do that. But what I am going to do is go ahead and put this through this way and run it through one more time. And I'm doing this simply because I want the rollers to hit it differently. I want to make sure I get all those little pieces cut out of there, okay? Okay. Let me get this out of the way. Okay. There we go. Let's see, did I get it? Let me find my, oh, I've got the stylus on here. Let me see. Can I poke with this? Yeah, I'll use the stylus. It works. There's a pokey end, a real pointy end for doing this, but this stylus will work too. And see, running it through twice, these are popping out pretty nice. I don't have anything, I got one more here I missed. There we go. Okay, give me just a second. Let me get rid of this. Let me pull my trash can over. And they have a lot of static in them, so the less I put it in my hand, the better, because it'll just stick to my hand. So I'm gonna put that away. We're done with that. We're done with that. Okay, so I have my two pieces. Now what I'm gonna do, you know, with this die, it has the edge that is dotted. I'm just gonna cut along that, because the rest of the die then will release, or the rest of the design will release. It's just attached right there. There's that one. And there. Okay, there's my two. Now we're going to cut these. On this one, it's really easy. We're going to cut this long one off here. Super simple. This one, not quite so easy. We have to kind of, I'm going to leave those attached, because you know what? I covered it up with the bow over here, so that's okay. These we can get off. These we can cut off though too. We just have to do, I'm just going to kind of cut around this little berry, if that's what it is, kind of make it round. Trim this off here. Oh, look at that. I didn't punch all the holes out of this one. Hold on, I'm going to do this right over here off camera, just so they're not in the middle of my workspace. Should have had that all ready to go and I didn't. Sorry, guys. Okay, there we go. Now we're back. So then I'm going to snip this off right here. I'm going to snip this off. Just kind of round this out here. Doesn't have to be perfect, and you know what, if you don't get it perfect, you could cut it off. But I did pretty good. Let's see, I got one little piece I want to trim off. I can barely see it, but it's there. Okay, there we are. So now we have like two stickers essentially. So I should be able to pull the back off of this. Look at this. Just like that, and apply this right on top. Let me zoom in for you here. And you'll see, I'm gonna try to do this so you can see what I'm doing. So you can put this right on top. There we go. How nice is that? Easy. And the same thing with this one. Do the same thing. I want to make sure you can see it. I probably should have stamped this first, you know, after putting all this work in. Okay, there's that. I'm going to go zoom back out. There we are. Okay, so we are going to stamp Thinking of You, because again, very versatile. Someone's sick, it's someone's birthday, someone's going through a hard time. Super simple, you know, very versatile. And this is in Boho Blue. Yep. There we go. Yay. We're really almost done. I'll tell you what I did do, and I don't know if you can see it. On the flowers, the ones that were solid, I don't think it shows up on camera, but I used a little bit of wink. Yeah, you can kind of see it on here. Some Wink of Stella. See it glittering there? Yeah. Because I'm not putting any embellishments on this, especially if I'm mailing this, because it's already thick enough. But this will give it a little bit. I'm just filling in. These are the petals that are kind of, that are solid, that are just kind of embossed but not cut out. I'm just kind of highlighting them with a little bit of Wink of Stella, because every card should have a little bit of glimmer in it. I don't know. This has been a nice stamp set and die set to have. This one may stay in my supplies. So let me get my dimensionals. Hold on here. And you know that you can do this with any designer series paper. It doesn't have to be this exactly. You don't have to put, you know, a bow on it if you don't want to put a bow on it. None of that. But okay, it slightly goes over the edge, but not by much. Okay, and so you see that straight edge right there? I don't really like that, and that's why I decided to put the bow. So I used the Baker's Twine 3-color pack. Now I'm realizing I didn't check to see if it was still a current product. With the changes they've made in the retiring, instead of the retiring list or last chance list, it's, I mean, it's still kind of a last chance, but they're still available for a while. So, anyway, I think it is because it's from the annual catalog. So I'm just making a bow. I just doubled it up to make it a little, people always get confused because I've got 3 sets of loops here. I've got 2 doubles and a single. The single's what's going to be one of your tails. So don't, there we go. There you are. There we are. And we just need a glue dot, and I think that bow covers up that straight edge really nicely and softens it so it's not so harsh and kind of camouflages it. So really, we are about done here. Look at that. There you go. What do you think? Is that something you would try? So if you like this, give it a try. I'd love to see how you put it together. And like I said, I won't be here next week. I will be back in 2 weeks. But if you need anything, here's what you use. Okay, everybody, you take care. Have a great couple weeks, and I'll see you when I've got the new catalog in hand. Bye now, everybody.